In this particular video, I am more or less going to be talking about, let's say, living by purpose. And when I say living by purpose, what I mean by that is young people, or more or less the people we all know, or the friends we have around us. Sometimes you feel like the lifestyle you are living is because, let's say, you feel like because you don't know the purpose, or you don't know the reason why you are living, or God created you. That's why you don't understand the kind of lifestyle you are supposed to be living. That is why decided to talk about this particular topic of more or less living by purpose, or choosing your lifestyle based on the purpose. In my journey of more or less self-discovery, I got to the point where I understood that for you to discover who you are, actually who you are, you have to come to the point where more or less you come to understand that if you are someone who wants to be a millionaire, let me take that as an example, because all of us, we are aspiring, or we are inspiring to become Elon Musk, say despite Bill Gates and the rest. For you to live as how they are, then you have to make a purpose, or more or less have the reason why you are more or less living your lifestyle. So you have to come out with a plan of something more or less let's say, this is what I want to achieve in the next 10 years to come. So in the next 10 years to come, you have to break it down. This is what I want to achieve. What are the things I'm supposed to put in place to be able to achieve it? So what are the things I'm supposed to do in a month? So let's say you want to become a millionaire. You decide that in the next 3 years, no problem. In the next 3 years, for you to become as a millionaire, then you need to start to read about finance, read about entrepreneurial books, listen to people who are already into the system, and also more or less try to more or less put what they are telling you, put what you are learning into practice to see whether it is really working or it's not working. So if you are someone who is really interested in more or less living by a purpose, then you need to have a target. You need to plan yourself more or less the things you are supposed to do. I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to say. You are supposed to put yourself in a situation where it's you are doing this because of this particular thing. If not because of that particular thing, I won't have. So the purpose of more or less let's say I want to be a billionaire, then everything you are doing should be more or less you don't waste your time on things that is not going to more or less get to the goal you have set of becoming a millionaire. You only focus on things that is leading you to where you want to go. That is what living by purpose I am talking about in this particular video. Focus on things that will let you get to where you want to be. Focus on things that you need to help you more or less maintain your finance, your mindset, your more or less self-discovery journey, and everything that is going to make you get what you are expecting to get, or where you wish to get to. So it's more or less the idea of this particular more or less personal self-discovery is about you getting to analyze yourself, put yourself in order, think about yourself. What are the things that you are doing that is more or less pulling you back? Just think about everything. Then you now come to sit down, analyze what are the things that I can put in place. And a bonus tip, for you to be able to get to where you want to get, then you need to more or less dedicate some hours of time to sit down to analyze yourself. I know it was going to be hard, but put yourself together, put yourself in a position where you feel and those of us who are more or less on my community, there was a certain day I gave a certain statement, and people were this particular statement is something powerful, and then I should more or less explain it deep. So the statement was that for you to more or less get to where you want to get to, or for you to be who you want to be, then you have to do something that will make you feel uncomfortable. So imagine, let's say, normal lifestyle, or let me say normal times. You always go out to party, do all sort of things because just to please your personal emotional lifestyle. But me telling you that you have to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, because someone like me, I'm not okay in terms of more lifestyle or reading a book. But if it is, let me listen to a book or an audio book, I can listen to the audio book from beginning to the end without more or less like, because that is what I love to do. But sitting down to read the book, it will not work for me. I don't know about you, but if you decide that you want to go on a self-discovery to know what works for you or what doesn't work for you, then this is the right time for you to get set up, to more or less like put yourself in order to get to know it. So for you to be able to get to where you want to get to, or for you to get what you really want, then there is the need for you to do what you are not comfortable of doing. Yes, and I mean it. You are supposed to do what you are not comfortable doing. In a sense that that is what is going to push you. Or if in your process of more or less like doing things that you feel like, actually I feel like giving up, there is a hidden trick I'll give you. Once your inner voice tells you that, "Charlie, this is not working," just at least give you some time and try it. You get to realize that you are going to a certain portion where, and then research has proven that if you are uncomfortable, or for you to be consistent, I'll be talking about this particular consistency in one of my previous video, or let me say maybe that will be the next video for us, for me to talk on this particular channel. You have to more or less like put yourself in a position where you yourself feel like this is not working for me. So if you have found it helpful or value in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to be part of the community, share, and also leave a comment in the comment section. We'll connect. And also, if you are someone who wants to more or less like do a personal chat with me or connect with me, I'll leave all my details in the description box, and also I'll leave the link to the community. If you're interested in joining, it's free, then you get access to the community. See you in my next video. Bye. Peace.